How is your QLA journey going in 2020? In a few days, we'll have 3 more months left in 2020, and it's a good time to sit down and reflect on how things have gone. Are you serious about QLA? Are you moving the ball up the field? If you are, great. Just keep doing more of the same and keep doing that. But if you're not doing as well as you hoped you would in QLA, I'd encourage you to do something that we did in the VIP group last week. My marketing team member ran these 2 questions by the group, and I think they're worthwhile for you to take a look at. So sit down, get a piece of paper, get a pencil, and in 50 words or less, write down why you're on the QLA path. What's your why, basically? Many people say, well, I just want to make a lot of money. Okay, so why? Do you want to put it all in a room and just look at it from time to time? Do you want to support a charity? Do you want to send your kids to a better school? Do you want to take your wife or partner or vice versa on a trip or a gift? Whatever it is. But it's got to be something tangible and preferably something emotional that you can wrap yourself around and be passionate about. So that was the first exercise, why you're on the QLA path. The second one was write down the areas in which you're struggling or behind schedule with QLA and why. And both of those, I think, can be really powerful for you. They were for the VIP group that we did this in. They had some epiphanies, some emotional responses that were a little surprising. But it's important to understand why you're doing this. As I've said over and over again, QLA really is pretty simple. Simple is not the same as easy. You will run into tough patches unless you are very unique. Most people do. And you've got to have a why to be able to say to yourself, I don't really care how hard it is. I just want to accomplish this. It's important for me. It's important for my family. It's important for a charity, whatever the reason is. But that's why that becomes so critically important. And then the second one is to take a sober look at where you are. Have you not been able to start? Are you afraid to talk to big hitters to build a dream team? What's holding you back? Most of the time, it's an emotional response, and most of the time, it's tied to self-image. And so I would encourage you to read Release Your Brakes by Jim Newman. There's also a History Channel selection that I talk about called The Selection. If you put the Selection Special Forces into a search bar and get to Amazon, you'll find those 8 episodes. Really, really important. And what you'll see is where they took this group of 30 and put them through a selection process for special forces and had some operators run that for them. It was really enlightening for most people to see what were the traits of those people that succeeded. What did they do? What did they think they needed to do this for? Essentially their why. So I think both of those would be helpful. If you don't know what to do, there's a lot of ways that you can get that material. You can look through Dan's free materials or the seminar clips. You can look through my free materials. But if you want it boiled down to the steps, the tools, and what to use in a pretty concise way, the VIP mastermind group has taught me that deep dive boot camp is really helpful. So brucewhipple.com/deep dive boot camp. There's 12 hours of video training there. We start, not coincidentally, with mindset and motivation. So you might want to take a look at that. And but whatever you do, just realize that time goes by quickly. And as you look at 2020, I bet you have an understanding of that. But you've got 3 more months in 2020. This is the time of year that most deals get done. Why? Because financial institutions are trying to hit bonuses and they want to get as many deals done. So they might take a deal that they would otherwise not take in January. They might just take it in the last part of this quarter. So I think if you think about those 2 questions, literally write down, take a look at that, give some thought on them, and then get the tools, but most importantly, take action. When you boil it down, those that take action, those that stay focused the longest win in QLA. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments or ideas for future episodes, please email bruce@brucewhipple.com. And if you're not already on our mailing list, head over to brucewhipple.com and sign up and grab any of the free reports. That'll put you on the mailing list. There is a lot of free information you can use to acquire already profitable businesses. This is Bruce Whipple. Thanks for listening to the Business Acquisition Podcast. And remember, you miss 100% of the opportunities you failed to take. And procrastination truly is the thief of time. So do something today, please. Your future self will be proud of you.